a Japanese shop that knows how to survive crisis. Naomi Hasegawa's family business, called Ichiwa by the local, sells mochi from a small shop in Kyoto. The business, over 1,000 years old, has survived wars and pandemics and has always put tradition before profit. The family's rice cakes has mostly stayed the same since the start of the business. The mochi is boiled rice made into a paste, then rolled into balls and toasted. Most other businesses in Japan, like Ichigo, are family-run and provide traditional goods and services. They take care of their workers, help their friends, and are proud of their work. The oldest Japanese companies survive because they don't take a lot of risks and make sure to save money. Professor Toshio Goto did a study of companies that are at least 100 years old. He found that more than 25% of them said they had enough money saved to run for 2 years or more. Miss Hasegawa isn't worried about her business. However, she feels the pressure of the family shop's history. One reason we keep going is because we all hate the idea of being the one to let it go, she said. Hello?
Oh, hello. Okay,
Okay.
I'm sorry. So now let's continue. So please feel free to state your opinion. So, number one, do you think that Ichiwa's simplicity is the reason for its long term success?
Uh, yeah, yes, I think that it was simplicity is the reason for the long-term success. And so Ichiwa's history, they have been protecting their history and traditional. I think it's reason why it's long-term success.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. What about in your area? Are there some local local shops like this one?
Yeah, there are a lot of shops, like traditional shops in Japan. And yes, like wagashi is like Japanese dessert.
Mm-hmm. Wagashi.
Wagashi. It's so sweet and it's delicious. And you know
Okay, I'm not
Japanese
so familiar.
traditional. Do you know Japanese traditional clothes like kimono?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh. It's famous also, and yeah, it's long term success, right?
Uh-huh. I see. Okay. Kimono and yukata.
Yukata, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. I see. So you have those kind of shops in your area.
Mhm.
Okay. And based on your observation, what are their common denominators? What are the common things that you can see in those traditional shops?
Come on, in my country, like
The common things in those shops, like the wagashi shop and the kimono shops, what can you see in both shops that they have in common?
you mean what common things of
Yeah,
tra-
common things.
common things. Like it's historical.
Okay, so the common things in them is it's a historical shop.
Mhm.
Another,
Another uh, running run running by family,
oh, okay,
only family,
is a historical shop. Both are historical shops and run by family. Mm-hmm.
and it's not change long term like taste.
Okay, it has not changed when in
Uh,
terms of quality
yeah,
of
and the
the
quality.
products.
Yes, that's right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the wagashi product has the same taste
Hmm.
through the years.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so do you often shop at the wagashi and the kimono shops?
Uh, I think younger people didn't go there, and yeah, I'm also don't go.
Okay, I see. Especially the younger generations. Uh-huh. But now that you have read this article, I think you should pay it a visit sometime. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So let's go to number two. Do you think that small businesses are easier to run than large businesses? Why or why not?
Easier to learn. Uh, mm, yeah, it's easier to run than large businesses, but so if I run large businesses, I have to spend extra money to hire employees, and I have to pay uh, like fee fee rent house and running waters, gases,
Yes, that's right.
energy. Yeah, right.
Hmm. Yeah, okay. And it's easier to run small businesses, especially run by family, because in case of emergency, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's okay if you don't pay your family members.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's family. Yeah.
Okay. So this is a personal question. If there is a business that you're going to run with your family, what kind of business would it be?
Uh, if I run to business with my
Hmm.
family,
Yes. Yes.
what kind of
Yes.
cafeteria? Like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, small shop cafeteria, mhm, like that.
So your that is based on your family's interests and talents.
Uh, Only with my wife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I and I and her is the
Mm-hmm.
best to run my cafeteria.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I see. Well, I think it's easier to run a business if your products are foods,
Hmm.
because people will easily buy foods.
Easily, yeah.
Yeah, however, it's kind of a little bit risky. because it will be damaged compared to when you sell clothes, because it will not be damaged even if no one buys it. Yeah, so it has
Uh-huh.
some advantages and disadvantages. Okay. Anyway, Shingo, where, what prefecture do you live right now?
What prefecture? Prefecture?
Yeah,
What is
yeah,
prefecture?
prefecture.
Ah, prefecture. Ah, okay.
Yeah, prefecture.
I live in Osaka.
Oh, Osaka. So that's a big prefecture.
Yeah, maybe second was third big.
Mm-hmm. And Osaka is also a historical place, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So in your area, especially in Osaka, are there some historical shops that sell traditional products before but are now closed?
Now closed due to the pandemic.
Yes.
It's awful things, I think. So not only traditional shop, also it's yeah large restaurant and large
Mm-hmm.
shops is
Mm-hmm.
also closed now. And
I
yeah,
see.
and shopping mall in the shopping mall there are a few people. Yeah, and yeah, we have to close by 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
all shops.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I guess not only in Japan, but all over the world,
All over the world. Yeah,
large and small businesses have been affected by the pandemic.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. So let's go to number three question. Do you think that some people feel pressure to continue a long-term family business?
Uh, yeah, I think they feel pressure. So it's difficult to continue a long-term family businesses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's not easy to protect their quality that their grandparents made it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. That's true. So, anyway, since you live in Osaka, aside from traditional shops,
Mhm.
what other traditional buildings and places in Osaka that are still standing today?
Like historical structure, like castle.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Osaka
okay, yeah,
Castle,
castle. Mm-hmm.
and it's not Osaka. It's Kyoto. You know.
Ah, Kyoto.
Yeah, Kyoto is so. Kyoto's city is historical city,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, okay. I've heard that in Kyoto there are a lot of shrines and temples.
Tambo
Temples.
temples. Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay. But I would like to know what is Osaka like? So is it like countryside or is it like a metropolitan city like Tokyo?
Ah, um, Osaka is metropolitan, like. metropolitan city.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I see. Okay. But anyway, have you been or have you visited Tokyo before?
Once,
Once.
just once.
Just once. So that means Osaka is a bit far away from Tokyo.
Yeah, big far away. Yeah, by Shinkansen. You know Shinkansen? It's
Yeah, the bullet train.
yeah, bullet train. 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm. 2 hours.
2 hours.
Ah, that means if it's 2 hours away using Shinkansen, then it means it's really far away.
Mm-hmm. It's far
Okay.
away.
Although you have only visited Tokyo once, based on your observation, have you seen a local shop like this one in the article?
Ah, when I went to Tokyo,
Hmm. Yeah.
I think I saw just only city side,
Mhm.
and yeah, big high buildings, and a lot of people, and there are two crowd in the train, and
Hmm.
and night night scene is very beautiful, um, from high tower.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I understand. Okay, so that means Tokyo is like it's like a modern world in Japan.
Mhm.
So you can't almost see some traditional things, and it started to erase in Tokyo.
Yeah,
Okay, but anyway, you live in Osaka, but where is your hometown?
my hometown is Fukuoka Prefecture.
Ah, Fukuoka. I
You
know
know.
Fukuoka.
Mhm.
You have the best tonkotsu ramen in Fukuoka.
Yeah, yeah, it's so popular in Japan.
Uh-huh,
Mhm.
right. But okay, which do you think is the best place to live for you, just for you? Is it in Fukuoka or in
Ah,
Osaka?
it's difficult question for me.
Uh-huh.
Uh, so I can be relaxed at Fukuoka Prefecture because
Mm-hmm.
it's my hometown. But if I live in long term
Mm-hmm.
at Fukuoka Prefecture, I think I would be like boring or tiring.
Mm-hmm. So that means, based on what you said, Fukuoka is more like a countryside.
Yeah, countryside.
Ah, I see. Okay. So
Uh,
it's
but
good.
uh, it's both type in Fukuoka, city side and the countryside,
Mm-hmm. It's both.
both.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I understand what you mean. Because in our place, it's like that too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a countryside, but it also has a city side.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we
Okay.
have the both. We have the best of both worlds.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, but anyway, if you are given the chance to choose to live in another place, what would it be and why?
I if I single person, I
Mm-hmm.
I would like to live in like tropical country like Philippines.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like Philippines and Hawaii.
Philippines and Hawaii. Yeah,
Yeah, but you have Okinawa Island, right?
yeah. So yeah, but I want to learn English, and
Uh-huh.
I want to learn about another culture.
Mm-hmm. That's so true. I
Mm-hmm.
guess we have the same feelings. Oh, we don't have
Oh,
much
okay.
time left. Thank you so much.
Thank
Bye,
you. Take
Shingo.
care.